Lottie, I didn't mean to. It isn't my fault. I didn't have what you wanted. You're right, Lottie. I should have tried harder. No, not again. Please, not that. Anything but the cage. What are you doing here? That body isn't yours, Lottie. Don't be stupid. You and I both know what I did to yours. I know it looks the same, but it's not. Can't you tell the hair's all wrong? Your hair's all fire now. Don't they have mirrors where you went? Lottie, what the fuck? Don't think. I won't kill you again, you piece of shit. Cage? What the fuck are you still doing up? You were getting a drink and you heard me talking in my sleep. Fuck, I'm sorry. I must have been pretty loud. Did I? Sounds about right. That woman is gonna haunt me until the day I fucking die. Just forget you heard anything. What do you mean you can't do that? You never had a hard time getting mad whenever I talk shit. What, now you're gonna insist on finding out what happened between me and your fucking bitch of a sister? Oh, you care about me, do you? Well, maybe you should stop. Maybe you should go back to being angry about what I did to her. I'm not running away from my problems, Cage. You keep overstepping your goddamn boundaries and asking. Besides, it's not like what happened is even important to the case. I'm what's important? Oh, come on, don't give me that cheesy line. You hate me, remember? A little less than before, huh? Well, that's progress, I suppose. Not that we need any progress. We were fine the way we were. I preferred it that way. Well, because you look so much like her. I'm fine most of the time, but sometimes it hurts to look at you. I look at you some days and all I see is her. And I have to remind myself that she's gone. And that she's been gone for a long time. Yeah, she did hurt me. More than you could ever imagine, but that doesn't matter right now. I matter. Of course you'd say something like that. You're not just gonna butter me up like some sort of shitty good cop routine so I'll talk, are you? You genuinely believe that? You genuinely think you care about me? You looked into... Cage, what the fuck? Why were you doing a background check on me? Here we go, you're just going to ignore me now. Blah, blah, blah. I was a completely different person before shit hit the fan. Yeah, I know. I was there when it all hit, remember? Can't you just let sleeping dogs lie, Cage? You can't help. You're not a fucking therapist. which, like, I couldn't even get a therapist when I went on the lam, you know? Because how the fuck could I possibly explain that there was no other choice but to kill her? No, I don't want to talk about it. I just want to go back to sleep. For what it's worth, I'm not really all that upset with you. All those years without closure, it's only natural you'd try pushing for that explanation now since you have the chance. I'm just not ready. I know we've been working together for like a few weeks now, but that's a lot to dump on someone where you barely even know them. You know what I mean? Well, I knew about you back then, but it's not like we'd actually meet until I was caught. I hadn't actually planned on going on the run back then. I was I was so scared and and angry, and there was so much adrenaline, and I wasn't thinking straight. Why did I bother covering my tracks? I mean, if you had just killed your girlfriend in the most violent way possible in a state of panic, would you really be thinking rationally? Or would you be thinking of continuing your own survival? In a way, something that should have been the most stressful time in my life was the most calm and relaxed I'd ever been in years. I guess I was too afraid of giving that up, even if I didn't deserve it. Well, there was that, and the added bonus of the little ego boost I got from evading the cops for so long, you know? Well, I mean, you're not gonna let me rest until I finally tell you what happened between me and Lottie, are you? I'm willing to tell you, even if I don't feel completely ready, but you have to promise me that no matter what I say, you aren't going to try and kill me. Okay? Right. Okay. Settle in then. It's not going to be a pleasant story. So let me know if you want me to stop at any time. Yeah? Great. Great. Well, you did a background check on me, so you know I was a lot different back in the day. Had good grades in school, social life. Okay, so maybe I was still a little abrasive, but I was mostly pretty approachable. And then I met Lottie. Yeah, I was happy at first. She was loving, a good listener, always tried to help me figure out my problems. Then she got bossy and violent. Yeah, violent. I know what you want to say. She wasn't like that, but she was. And it all started when she got jealous of the nights I'd go out with my friends. So she got into my phone and started arguments with everyone, pretending to be me. I, I don't even know what was said, because she deleted the messages after, but it was bad. But even then I stayed. She told me it was my fault, because I hadn't been giving her enough attention, and that I had enough time for her without them. It was always about what she deserved. She deserved an exciting social life. She deserved love and attention. She deserved everything the world had to offer. She deserved to be with whoever she wanted. Yeah, that's why she cheated. She didn't think I was good enough for her. She needed more. She always needed more. Why did I stay? The cage. Yeah. Every time I did something she didn't like, she threw me in the cage. And she'd lock me in there for hours. There were so many nights I had to sleep in the cage. Does it really matter how big the cage was? The point is, it was a fucking cage. Like for a dog. And a lot of the time, she'd throw me in there after roughing me up some. I told you the story would be unpleasant. But, anyway, long story short, she got physical over the slightest amount of opposition. And there was a lot of opposition. Though, when things were good, they were really good. Oh, that? I had no other choice but to do it. She was going to leave me, and I knew she was going to hurt someone. And that bastard Arnold was going to help her. I heard them talking about it once. You have to understand that there was no other choice but to do what I did. The police. Do you really think they would have believed me? No, they wouldn't have bat an eye at anything I just told you. Odds are they would have just laughed in my face. Maybe you are the only good cop left. If there even is such a thing. How do you know I'm telling the truth? This is exactly why I didn't want to tell you. I even told you before that I knew you'd have a hard time believing it. Especially since you'd only ever be able to get one side of the story. I guess I ruined my chances of you believing me years ago. But I'm not doing this for shits and giggles. Why? So you'll stop asking me already. That's why. The dead can't defend themselves, and yet you insisted on getting your answers. But I'm still tired. So I'm going back to sleep. You should do the same. The fuck you mean your window broke? If that's the case, why the fuck would you just leave the room and get a drink of water? Don't you understand how dangerous that is, especially with everything that's going on right now? You really should learn to actually, I don't know, protect yourself. Cage, you're looking kind of pale. And Why aren't you holding a cup or anything? Cage, what the fuck do you mean you lied? Lied about what? You didn't get a drink. Okay. Why would you lie about that? What? You've been what? Shot, of course. You think you've been shot. And instead of telling me what's going on, you decided to just casually bleed all over the carpet and listen to me trauma dump. Are you fucking serious right now? I I don't care that you weren't hit anywhere vital. You were fucking shot. Give me your keys. What do you mean, why? What the hell do you think? I'm taking you to the hospital before you bleed out all over the floor. Well, if they're still out there, I'll kick their fucking ass, okay? Just, just shut up and let's get going.